What if your backyard could be more than just a space but a powerful investment? What if calm itself could become measurable value? In this journey, we're diving deep into how a Japanese garden is not only about beauty, but about building home value harmony through intentional design. You'll discover how stones, water, plants, and empty space quietly work together to increase property appeal, enhance daily well-being, and transform serenity into a tangible financial asset that grows over time. Welcome to a world where tranquility and investment meet in perfect balance. Home value harmony begins when a property is designed not only to impress the eye, but to calm the mind. A Japanese garden investment transforms outdoor space into a living sanctuary that enhances daily routines, while subtly elevating long-term property value. As you imagine stone paths, pruned trees, and soft shadows, consider how Serene Living design creates emotional resonance. Buyers don't just see a yard, they feel peace. This emotional connection often translates into higher Japanese garden home value and lasting market appeal. Calm is no longer abstract when it becomes part of real estate value. A Japanese garden investment turns serenity into a feature buyers can feel immediately. Tranquil living spaces design influences perception, encouraging longer viewings and stronger emotional attachment. Landscape. Investment ideas rooted in harmony-driven landscape design consistently show that environments promoting peace feel more premium. When a garden slows the breath and softens the senses, it elevates the entire property experience. This is how peaceful living environment value quietly contributes to increasing home value with Japanese gardens. Japanese gardens speak a universal language of balance and restraint. Their visual clarity enhances Japanese garden property value by offering a refuge from visual noise. Zen Garden for Home Appreciation works because it aligns with modern buyer desires for mindful, uncluttered living. Serene Outdoor Living investment becomes compelling when a space promises restoration, not maintenance chaos. The garden feels intentional, timeless, and emotionally grounding. These qualities position a home as a sanctuary, elevating both lifestyle appeal and long-term Japanese landscaping ROI. Curb appeal sets the emotional tone before a door is opened. Japanese garden curb appeal relies on subtlety rather than spectacle. Carefully placed stones, layered greenery, and controlled sight lines establish immediate trust in the property's care. Garden design for real estate value thrives when outdoor serenity home improvement is visible from the street. Buyers sense harmony-driven landscape design instantly, associating calm with quality. This early emotional response often increases perceived value before interior spaces are even considered. Horticultural harmony transforms plants into living assets. Japanese gardens investment strategies prioritize longevity, selecting species that mature gracefully. Trees become anchors of Japanese garden lifestyle value, offering both shade and symbolism. Mindful garden investment recognizes that living elements appreciate emotionally over time. Each plant placement supports serene living design, ensuring the garden feels balanced rather than crowded. This approach creates a sustainable garden investment that matures alongside the property itself. Trees define space and time within a Japanese garden. Maples and pines are not decoration, they are structure. Japanese garden home value increases when trees frame views and create rhythm. Their slow growth reinforces tranquility while signaling permanence. Landscape investment ideas often overlook how mature trees add emotional gravity. In harmony-driven landscape design, a single well-shaped tree can elevate an entire yard's presence, reinforcing peaceful living environment value year after year. Lower layers carry equal importance in serene living design. Carefully selected shrubs guide movement and soften transitions. Japanese garden property value benefits when underplantings feel intentional and restrained. Zen garden for home appreciation emerges through negative space balanced with texture. Outdoors serenity home improvement succeeds when each layer supports visual calm. These details reassure buyers that the garden is designed, not accidental, reinforcing trust and perceived care. Pruning is not maintenance. It is investment protection. Japanese landscaping ROI depends on disciplined shaping that preserves form and intention. Mindful garden investment understands that pruning reveals character rather than forcing growth. Serene outdoor living investment thrives when trees and shrubs maintain clarity. Well-pruned gardens age gracefully, signaling stewardship. Buyers associate this care with reduced risk and long-term value stability. Seasonality enhances Japanese garden lifestyle value. Spring renewal, summer depth, autumn color, and winter structure ensure year-round appeal. Japanese gardens investment gains resilience because beauty is never absent. Tranquil living spaces design becomes dynamic without chaos. This seasonal rhythm increases marketability, supporting increasing home value with Japanese gardens regardless of listing season. Stones provide permanence in a changing world. Japanese garden property value rises when stone placement creates grounding energy. Harmony-driven landscape design uses rocks to guide movement and perception. Zen garden for home appreciation emerges through stillness embodied in stone. These enduring elements symbolize stability, reinforcing buyer confidence and serene living design. Water introduces motion without noise. A subtle basin or stream elevates Japanese garden investment by enhancing sensory calm. Outdoor serenity home improvement benefits from reflections and gentle sound. Tranquil living spaces design uses water sparingly to deepen atmosphere. This emotional richness contributes to peaceful living environment value, making the garden unforgettable. Paths choreograph movement through space. Japanese garden curb appeal extends inward when stone paths invite exploration. Garden design for real estate value improves when movement feels intuitive. Harmony-driven landscape design ensures paths slow the pace. This mindful transition strengthens Zen garden for home appreciation by transforming walking into experience. View framing directs attention toward calm. Japanese garden home value rises when sightlines reveal layered depth. Landscape investment ideas thrive on controlled perspectives. Serene living design feels intentional when nothing competes for attention. Buyers perceive sophistication through restraint. Minimalism communicates confidence. Minimalist Japanese garden design signals refinement rather than absence. Japanese gardens investment benefits because simplicity feels expensive. Tranquil living spaces design reduces overwhelm. This clarity enhances Japanese landscaping ROI by aligning with modern luxury preferences. Empty space carries weight. Harmony-driven landscape design uses openness to amplify presence. Zen garden for home appreciation relies on what is not filled. Japanese garden property value increases when space allows the mind to rest. This quiet luxury supports serene outdoor living investment. Sustainable garden investment strengthens financial logic. Japanese gardens investment emphasizes low water use and durability. Serene living design aligns with ecological responsibility. Buyers increasingly value landscapes that promise longevity with minimal intervention, reinforcing increasing home value with Japanese gardens. Efficiency builds confidence. Mindful garden investment reduces complexity while maximizing presence. Japanese garden lifestyle value grows when maintenance feels manageable. Tranquil living spaces design avoids excessive plant diversity. This balance enhances garden design for real estate value. A home is remembered not by square footage alone, but by how it makes someone feel the moment they step inside. Japanese garden home value grows when a space leaves a lasting emotional imprint. A Zen garden for home appreciation creates memory through calm transitions, soft textures, and intentional stillness. Mindful garden investment understands that buyers often recall serenity more vividly than layout details. When a garden invites pause, reflection, and emotional ease, it becomes part of the property's identity. This peaceful living environment value quietly strengthens attachment, turning emotional response into long-term financial advantage. Wellness has become a defining factor in real estate decisions. Serene Living design responds to this shift by offering outdoor spaces that support mental clarity and stress reduction. Japanese gardens investment aligns with this demand by transforming landscapes into restorative environments rather than entertainment zones. Tranquil living spaces design allows homeowners to decompress daily without leaving their property. Buyers increasingly associate this sense of balance with higher quality living, reinforcing Japanese garden lifestyle value as both a health asset and a meaningful contributor to property desirability. true privacy does not require isolation. Harmony-driven landscape design uses plants, stone, and subtle elevation changes to create separation without walls. Japanese garden curb appeal continues beyond the front boundary, offering protected spaces that still feel open and connected to nature. Outdoor serenity home improvement thrives when privacy feels gentle rather than defensive. This balance enhances Japanese garden property value by offering retreat while maintaining visual harmony. Buyers appreciate spaces that feel safe, calm, and breathable rather than enclosed or restrictive. Sound is an often overlooked design element that deeply affects perception. Japanese landscaping ROI improves when noise is softened through layered planting, stone placement, and spatial buffering. Mindful garden investment considers how leaves rustle, gravel absorbs sound, and distance reduces disruption. Tranquil living spaces design allows silence to become a feature rather than an absence. This controlled soundscape reinforces peaceful living environment value, signaling that the garden was crafted for sensory balance, not just visual appeal. Light shapes mood just as walls shape space. Japanese garden property value increases when sunlight is filtered through foliage, creating gentle contrast rather than glare. Serene Living design uses shadow to add depth and rhythm, allowing the garden to change subtly throughout the day. Harmony-driven landscape design avoids harsh exposure, favoring layered canopies and reflected light. Buyers experience this as softness and calm, strengthening Zen garden for home appreciation through visual comfort and emotional ease. A successful garden does not peak early. It matures with dignity. Japanese gardens investment rewards patience by allowing trees, moss, and stone to develop character over years. Sustainable garden investment ensures that beauty deepens rather than deteriorates. Serene outdoor living investment becomes more valuable as the landscape gains authenticity. Buyers recognize gardens designed for longevity, associating them with thoughtful planning and reduced future costs, which directly supports increasing home value with Japanese gardens. Authenticity is sensed immediately. Japanese garden lifestyle value grows when design choices respect traditional proportions, materials, and restraint. Zen garden for home appreciation depends on sincerity rather than imitation. Harmony-driven landscape design avoids novelty in favor of timeless principles. Buyers respond positively to environments that feel grounded and honest, interpreting authenticity as quality. This trust reinforces Japanese garden property value and strengthens the emotional credibility of the entire home. Stone, wood, and gravel communicate durability and intention. Japanese garden home value benefits when materials age naturally rather than degrade. Tranquil living spaces design favors textures that weather gracefully, reinforcing sustainable garden investment logic. Buyers associate natural materials with premium craftsmanship and environmental responsibility. This tactile authenticity elevates garden design for real estate value, making outdoor serenity home improvement feel permanent rather than decorative. A Japanese garden does not sit outside the home. It extends it. Serene Living design dissolves boundaries between interior and exterior, making the garden feel like an additional room. Japanese gardens investment increases usable lifestyle space without expanding the structure. This seamless integration enhances Japanese garden property value by offering functional calm areas for reflection, tea, or quiet gatherings. Buyers see this as expanded living potential rather than ornamental landscaping. Not all gatherings require spectacle. Tranquil living spaces design supports hosting that feels intimate and composed. Japanese garden lifestyle value shines when outdoor areas accommodate presence without noise. Outdoor serenity home improvement creates environments where conversation flows naturally. Buyers recognize this flexibility as sophistication, increasing peaceful living environment value while preserving harmony-driven landscape design principles. Distinctiveness does not require extravagance. Landscape investment ideas rooted in restraint allow a property to stand apart quietly. Japanese garden curb appeal differentiates listings through calm rather than boldness. Zen Garden for home appreciation offers uniqueness that feels intentional, not trendy. This subtle distinction enhances Japanese landscaping ROI by appealing to buyers seeking refinement over display. A well-composed garden photographs effortlessly. Japanese garden property value benefits when lines, layers, and open space translate clearly on camera. Tranquil living spaces design avoids clutter, strengthening visual storytelling in listings. Buyers form emotional impressions long before visits, making this clarity critical for garden design for real estate value and faster engagement. Trends expire, but harmony remains. Japanese gardens investment relies on principles refined over centuries. Sustainable garden investment avoids costly redesign cycles by prioritizing timeless form. Serene Living design stays relevant regardless of market shifts. This longevity strengthens Japanese landscaping ROI by protecting value across generations of ownership. Calm reduces hesitation. Japanese garden home value rises when buyers feel relaxed during viewings. Serene Living design lowers cognitive overload, allowing people to imagine daily life more easily. Zen garden for home appreciation works subtly, influencing decisions through comfort rather than persuasion. This psychological ease increases emotional attachment and perceived worth. Even compact properties benefit from serenity. Japanese gardens investment adapts to limited space through scale and restraint. Tranquil living spaces design offers refuge within density. Buyers value these urban sanctuaries as rare and restorative, enhancing Japanese garden property value despite smaller footprints. Value does not disappear after sunset. Outdoor serenity home improvement includes thoughtful lighting that preserves calm. Japanese garden lifestyle value extends into evening rituals. Soft illumination enhances harmony-driven landscape design, making the garden feel safe, intimate, and continuously usable. Movement shapes experience. Zen garden for home appreciation benefits from paths that slow pace and direct attention. Harmony-driven landscape design choreographs transitions without force. Buyers experience flow rather than instruction, reinforcing serene living design and emotional comfort. Clarity signals quality. Minimalist Japanese garden design reduces distraction, allowing key elements to breathe. Japanese garden home value increases when every object feels deliberate. Buyers associate this visual discipline with thoughtful ownership and long-term care. True value is not only what a home gains, but what it avoids losing over time. Sustainable garden investment emphasizes durability, simplicity, and low intervention, reducing long-term costs while preserving beauty. Japanese gardens investment relies on resilient materials, slow-growing plants, and intentional spacing, minimizing frequent replacements or intensive maintenance. This efficiency directly supports garden design for real estate value, as buyers increasingly evaluate future expenses alongside aesthetics. A serene living design that ages gracefully reassures homeowners that tranquility will not become a financial burden, but a stable, enduring asset. Not all returns appear on spreadsheets. Mindful garden investment delivers emotional value every day through moments of calm, reflection, and clarity. Japanese garden property value grows when serenity becomes part of daily life, rather than an occasional luxury. Tranquil living spaces design transforms ordinary routines into restorative experiences, offering quiet rewards that compound over time. Buyers sense this emotional richness immediately, understanding that the garden contributes not only to resale potential, but to lived satisfaction. This emotional ROI strengthens increasing home value with Japanese gardens in subtle but powerful ways. A peaceful environment transcends age, lifestyle, and trend. Peaceful living environment value increases when a space feels welcoming to all generations without demanding specific activities. Japanese garden lifestyle value offers shared calm, where children observe nature, adults unwind, and older residents find comfort in gentle rhythms. Serene outdoor living investment supports connection without noise or complexity. Buyers recognize this universality as lasting appeal, reinforcing Japanese garden home value through inclusivity and timeless relevance. Confidence is communicated before words are spoken. Japanese garden curb appeal immediately signals care, intention, and quality. Harmony-driven landscape design reassures buyers that the property has been thoughtfully maintained, reducing perceived risk. Garden design for real estate value thrives when outdoor serenity home improvement reflects consistency rather than neglect. This visual confidence often translates into stronger offers and faster decisions, strengthening Japanese landscaping ROI at the crucial moment of resale. When architecture and landscape speak the same language, value multiplies. Japanese garden home value increases when materials, proportions, and lines echo the structure they surround. Serene living design feels complete when indoor and outdoor spaces flow seamlessly. Buyers experience this unity as sophistication rather than decoration. Japanese gardens investment succeeds when the garden feels inseparable from the home, reinforcing harmony-driven landscape design as an essential architectural component. A Japanese garden reveals itself gradually. Serene living design guides movement through space, alternating between motion and stillness. Harmony-driven landscape design uses paths, framed views, and pauses to create a narrative experience. Japanese garden lifestyle value deepens as visitors feel guided without instruction. Buyers remember this unfolding story long after leaving, reinforcing Zen garden for home appreciation through experiential memory rather than visual novelty. A garden becomes valuable when it integrates into daily life. Outdoor serenity home improvement supports morning reflection, quiet afternoons, and evening unwinding. Japanese garden property value grows when the landscape encourages regular use rather than occasional admiration. Mindful garden investment recognizes that daily rituals create emotional attachment. Buyers imagine themselves living these moments, strengthening the connection between serene living design and long-term satisfaction. Lasting value favors patience over spectacle. Sustainable garden investment avoids designs that peak quickly and decline just as fast. Japanese landscaping ROI improves when materials and forms are chosen for longevity rather than trend appeal. Serene living design matures with time, offering increasing depth rather than diminishing returns. Buyers value this endurance, recognizing stability as a form of luxury and reliability. A well-designed garden quietly educates its future owners. Harmony-driven landscape design makes maintenance intuitive, guiding behavior through clarity rather than instruction. Japanese gardens investment reduces uncertainty by showing how space should be respected and preserved. Buyers feel empowered rather than overwhelmed, increasing confidence in ownership. This clarity directly enhances garden design for real estate value by lowering perceived complexity. Simplicity communicates confidence. Minimalist Japanese garden design reassures buyers that nothing is accidental. Japanese garden home value increases when simplicity reflects thoughtful restraint rather than absence. Tranquil living spaces design feels grounded and stable, offering calm without explanation. This quiet assurance strengthens trust and reinforces the perception of lasting quality. A garden often outlives its creator. Japanese gardens investment becomes a living legacy, carrying intention across ownership changes. Peaceful living environment value extends beyond transaction, offering continuity and meaning. Buyers sense that they are inheriting something cared for, not merely acquiring land. This emotional continuity adds depth to Japanese garden property value. Tranquility is not indulgence, it is strategy. Zen garden for home appreciation translates calm into measurable equity by elevating perception, desirability, and emotional attachment. Serene living design proves that peace can be practical. Japanese gardens investment demonstrates how emotional resonance supports financial outcomes, making serenity a tangible asset rather than an abstract idea. Harmony never happens by accident. Landscape investment ideas succeed when every element supports balance, restraint, and purpose. Japanese garden property value reflects deliberate choices made over time, not decorative impulse. Mindful garden investment turns serenity into a conscious decision, aligning lifestyle fulfillment with long-term value. In choosing harmony, homeowners invest not only in their property, but in the quality of life it supports. Thank you for joining this exploration of how home value harmony emerges when tranquility becomes intentional design. A Japanese garden's investment is more than an aesthetic choice. It is a commitment to serene living design that rewards both daily life and future value. By embracing harmony-driven landscape design, calm becomes a lasting asset. If this vision of peaceful living environment value inspired you, please subscribe for more insights into mindful outdoor spaces and meaningful home investments. Thank you for being part of this journey.